Hello everyone, Mike the Vegas guy here. Thanks for tuning in. Today I've got a special video that I've made from some pictures and video clips that I took in spring of 2020. My father and I took a drive out to see what downtown and the Strip looked like while it was still all shut down. Of course, at the time, we had no vaccines. It was still considered to be dangerous to leave your house. So we stayed in the car. We just drove around through downtown, took a left down on Las Vegas Boulevard. And these are the images we caught. I think it's great to look back at them now, 3.5 years later, at the end of 2023. I'm making this video. Not just to look back on these times and seeing what the Strip looked like without any people there, but also the place has changed. The city has changed quite a bit, and this is a bit of a time capsule. So I wanted to put it on my channel here, and I'll just kind of walk you guys through it. This was, of course, downtown, Gold Spike, Downtown Grand. Started off with El Cortez there. There was there was a lot of great artwork that local artists did, like this door here, when they had to board up the doors to these businesses during the shutdown. And I don't know whatever happened to them. Yeah, I'm not sure if they survived or if maybe they're on display somewhere. But it was kind of one of the upsides of such a really depressing time in our city's history, where artists still came together, the local art scene, and tried to at least brighten up the scenery. If anyone knows what happened to some of that artwork, hit me up in the comments. Now, of course, this is us crossing the Fremont Street Experience, and there it is, the shot of Fremont empty, blocked off from people. You never get to see that. And in fact, now you never see the canopy not illuminated. Once upon a time, not too long ago, it only lit up at the top of the hour when they did the show. But that's a topic for another video. You can see some of the businesses, of course, did keep their lights on. Golden Nugget did not. I took a few shots of the Golden Nugget as we drive by. Not so much to see the casinos with the lights off, but just to look back at what the lockdown felt like. Now, generally speaking, Fremont and downtown did not change much over the last 3 years or so, but coming up next, you're going to see us start to go down the Strip, and there have been some and it will feel more like we're stepping through time. So here we go, approaching the Strat. Next shot, here we go. That was the tent for the show Celestia, where now they've built, it's almost completed, the Atomic Golf driving range facility there behind the Strat. Celestia is a part of a handful of shows we're going to see on this video that did not survive the pandemic, although I don't think it was surviving prior to the shutdown, if my memory serves me correctly. But here we go. The entrance to Strat is blocked off, barricaded, not much else. They still had their lights on. And as we pull up to the corner of Sahara, first we're going to see the Bonanza World's Largest Gift Shop, which actually seeing this barricaded off is not that uncommon. They close down their parking lot every night after like midnight, so that's not too different from today. Sahara Hotel, on the other hand, I don't recall if this was just a pandemic thing, but definitely today they don't have that blue color scheme to their logo, as was seen there. It's all gold now. And of course, this was one of the many marquees with uplifting messages on them. And this is the Hilton Grand Vacation. This is one of the only shots I got of some of the designs that the hotels had put in their windows. It was very hard to see when you were actually on the Strip driving down at street level to get a shot, especially out of a car window like I was doing. of the designs, but there's Circus Circus. That was in almost total darkness. Kind of a creepy sight. It's a creepy sight in broad daylight, but closed down was also. Here's Encore and Win. And that's their marquee message, looking forward to a healthy future for our community. Lots of messages about a healthy future, not as opposed to the more realistic, prosperous future they were hoping for, which eventually did come once they were able to reopen again. Fashion Show Mall, your health and safety is our top priority. There's Treasure Island, pretty much how it looks on any other day. They had all their lights on, and their marquee was there. They had a nice little message on the marquee, in addition to free parking, even though you couldn't pull in there if you wanted to at the time. And next door, the Mirage, they had their entrances blocked off and police cruisers staked out there. Here's an image of Boys to Men on the marquee. That's another thing of the past. They were a mainstay for years, kind of taking the place of Terry Fader when he would go on vacation. And since the pandemic, we don't really hear from Boys to Men in Las Vegas. That's a show I wish would come back. I know they're still out there performing. Not sure what their status as a Vegas resident is. Up next is an entire hotel that's no longer there. Bally's has been replaced by Horseshoe. That marquee has been completely redone, as well as the show Extravaganza you see advertised there. It did survive the pandemic briefly, but then didn't last too long. That was a show famously opened the night before all shows were canceled, which was still about 3 days before the lockdown went into effect. The Saturday night, March 14th, the one and only show of Extravaganza. And then we got video of Across the Street at Caesars. This was me thinking I was going to get a shot of the Spiegel tent from Absinthe, but it was not visible from the street, at least from my car there. And here's a beautiful shot of all the trees that used to stand in front of the Bellagio before being chopped down to make way for the F1 racing grandstands over the Bellagio fountains. Rest in peace, trees. But hey, I didn't know I was capturing history there. That's why I wanted to share this. There's so many little details like that I've discovered. We're almost through here. I just got a couple of extra shots of some of the marquees. This was Aria and their messages, Park MGM. And next is the Tropicana, where they're supposedly going to chop it down and make a baseball stadium. And next door, the Excalibur, where Hans Klock was on the marquee. His show sadly did not survive the pandemic. Made way for Matt King, though, in that showroom. And Luxor, Mandalay Bay. And that was about it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please like the video, maybe leave a comment, maybe subscribe to my channel. You do you. But I hope you got a little something out of this. Thank you for watching. And until next time, this is Mike the Vegas Guy saying, just please, for God's sake, hit the like button.